Well, we're on the neighbor's map, and I am in Mainz again. I am doing my naval battles, and I am needing 250 base XP. We have 1 submarine, 4 destroyers, 2 cruisers, 4 battleships, and 1 aircraft carrier on each team. This is a tier 6, 7, and 8 match, so I am a high tier. It's kind of nice for a change. Alright, looking down there at the mini-map, I can see that our Charlie flank is pretty well covered with cruiser, a couple of destroyers, and battleship over there. But our alpha flank is a bit on the weak side. We have submarine that looks like he's headed in the middle instead of in the cap, and Oland, which is a pretty good destroyer but does not have real good concealment, 6.5 concealment. And then an Ishmael, which is a real good battleship but only a tier 6 battleship. Alright, I'm going to have to depend on the crowd in the center. We have a Duke of York, Friedrich, and our Hughes headed into Bravo Cap. Alright, I am lit up by aircraft already. I was hoping to get over here without being spotted, but you can never count on that. Well, as long as I'm lit up, let's see what I can do about getting shots on that Fushan Japanese DD that is currently challenging us for Bravo Cap. He is smoked up, but I got a shot or two on him. Now I'm shooting at the Deutschland, which is one of the new German cruisers that just recently came out. Okay, Parsifal CD is trying to hit me with his rockets, and I have pretty tough armor and that side belt for that. Anyway, the Deutschland is more of a secondary type of a cruiser than it is main battery. I'm a light cruiser. I believe the Deutschland is going to be considered a heavy cruiser, although I am not sure. I haven't really looked into them. Oh darn, we already lost our Anshan. I'm getting shots on the Bayern tier 6 battleship. Misjudged how slow he was going though. Now I'm shooting over him, but he took some torps, so if I can light a fire on him, he will be in bad shape. Now, darn it, he's disappeared. Now something has me detected. I'm looking at the mini-map. It looks like their U-boat, their U-69, is detecting me. He also has our battleship and our DD lit up. Alright, there's the Bayern shooting at me. Let's see if I can dodge the worst of that. Okay, try to get shots on that enemy DD, the Hughes. Another one of the new ships the World of Warships just come out with. New American line of destroyers. Okay, lit a fire there. Here's Bayern shooting at me. Now, even though it's only a tier 6, Bayern is a pretty tough battleship. I'd rather not get smacked by any of his broadsides. I've used Bayern pretty effectively in ranked battles. Oh darn it. We are down 3 ships to none already. And we're not even 5 minutes into this battle. This is not looking well for us. Alright, well, I need to get turned back around and head back toward Alpha. Okay. I was able to get a shot over the island and hit that Fushan. Helped delay their cap a little bit, but that's all I did was delay it. They're going to take all 3 caps. We're down 3 ships to none. Oh good, okay. 3 ships to 1 now. The enemy on halt, which is a tier 8 battleship, is already down. You never know what you're going to get in matches that include tier 6 ships. You can get some real green players, some brand new players, but you can also get players that are out here doing a little bit of what we call seal clubbing. Clubbing the baby seals. Now that Ishmael should be a better battleship than it looks like he is. He just let himself get killed, and I have seen Ishmaels do some great work even when they're up tiered like this. Okay, we should be able to take that by air now. There we go. Alright, bit of low-hanging fruit, but had to do it. Couldn't afford to let him have easy shots on me. Now we're going to go into the cap. I am detected. Running my hydro. Okay, the sub went underwater. Surprised he's not pinging, but oh good, okay. Well, now we're starting to even things up. Oh shoot, we were. Well, we're down 5-3, so we're still behind by 2 ships. Okay, that sub's back up, and there he is. Okay. Now, there isn't anybody who can really get shots on me from the enemy team. Oh, I think I'm turning where I'm going to take one of those subs. One of those torps. I'd rather not. I want to stay away from the island. Keep myself maneuvering. Okay. Now I'm going to take some torpedoes from the aircraft carrier. Okay, the submarine is leaking oil. He's hurting. It's underwater enough that I am not getting shells to him. I want to stay in the cap, but I want to kill that sub. Alright. The enemy cruiser and destroyer staying back there where they should. Okay, I'm going to get up here just close enough to drop depth charges on him. Okay, got him. Am I going to drift out of the cap? It's so close. Oh, I did. Darn it. Okay. Well, they probably would have reset it anyway. Alright, well. Shooting down a few of those airplanes from the Parseval. He's a tier 8 aircraft carrier, but he must not have those airplanes buffed up too much. Alright, well, if I can get a good angle on that Deutschland, I might be able to pump some AP into his side. So, loading AP, armor-piercing rounds. My bread and butter is trying to use HE, high explosives. Let's see. Alright, he is slightly angled, but I should still do some good damage to it. knocked out one set of my torpedoes, but I'm not going to worry about those just yet. I will have my hydro back in about 30 seconds. I just don't want to take any torps from that Deutschland because he gets 8K torps. Okay, I think he's going to keep coming. He's running his hydro. Okay, on the other side, we just evened the score. 5 ships each. Whoop, okay. Here's Deutschland. Got my hydro going. Now let's finish the job on this guy. Good. Alright, now I'm going to go around and see if I can't take out that enemy Hughes. Okay, well, maybe our Olan can get him, but I don't think so. I'm keeping the Hughes lit up with my hydro. He's moving forward. He doesn't know where I am. Well, he's sending out some preemptive torps, so I'll pull up here. Oh, lost our Tennessee. And there we are. Okay. Got him. Now the aircraft carrier's back after me again, but I have my fighter planes up in the air to help me out a little bit. Avoid those torps, and that my RPF is showing me that aircraft carrier is just over that island, right about where it indicates he was last on the mini-map. Olan and I are exchanging pleasantries. He said, "Good job" to me. I said, "Thank you."
Achtung, unterstützt das verbündete Ziel. Alle Kräfte,
I
diesen
will
Bereich
remember
erobern.
him favorably after the battle. All right, well that put us into a good position now. We have 6 ships still afloat. The other enemy team has 3. All right, I don't know what he was trying to do there. He was running rocket planes instead of torpedoes. Okay, Parsifal is tucked well behind there. I was hoping I might be able to see his stern, but he is pretty well in there. But he's moving forward now, so when he comes out, I should be able to get some shells on him. Now our Merkur is taking Bravo caps, so we will have all 3 caps, although the enemy has 2 battleships in there right now. The Tier 7, King George V, one of my favorite ships currently, and New Mexico. A ship that a lot of people don't like, but I do. Oh, good. Okay, we can see the enemy aircraft carrier now. Let's light some fires on him. This angle, my AP won't do too much. Now, if I land on top of his flight deck, I'm just going to shatter, do no damage. Unless I light a fire, which I did. But if I can hit his island or hit right there on his hangar deck, that's where I can do the best damage. Now I'm doing pretty good hits on him. Alright. I just activated one of my captain's special skills. You heard that rocket go off. That was to tell everybody that Luchins is having a good day. Okay, well, we lost our Duke of York, but he got to New Mexico. Okay, avoided the torps. I got an AA defense expert. That's not something you do often in Mainz. Okay, almost. Almost. One more good hit, and I'm switched to AP and got him for the Kraken Unleashed. Well, that's cool. Didn't realize I had sunk that many ships. Alright. All the enemy has now is the KGV. However, he did just sink our submarine. He says he's too lame for name. I'm sorry to say that might be true because he wasn't doing too much to help us out that I noticed. Alright, well, just putting the finishing touches on this now. It was looking grim there for a while, but it looks like we're going to take this one easily. Well, he just got into Charlie Cap, but our marker is there, and I bet you our marker put some torps into him. Hopefully it doesn't cost him. Okay, let's get shells going on that KGV. The thing with the KGV is he has great HE, and that does incredible damage to DDs, and he is hurting our marker. America just got a whole bunch of torps into him. And another set on the way. Okay. Oh, huh. Well, I yoinked that kill. Ah, well, good game. Ah, yes. You know Mainz can do that. We've seen her here before. What a wonderful ship. I really enjoy playing with her. So we did get the Battle E. That's pretty cool. A defense expert. Kind of felt sorry for that aircraft carrier after a while, but that's the way it had to go. And then Kraken Unleashed, based on 5 enemy kills, although I got an extra one just for good luck. 38 aircraft shot down. That is a very nice number. 199 main battery shell hits that lit 5 fires. Got 2 citadels on that cruiser. Had a defended ribbon. Even had 5 secondary hits. And 1 depth charge hit that was enough to take out that submarine. Took top dog on the leaderboard with 2,305 base XP. That might have been a bit of overkill. I think I only needed 250 for naval battles, but I will take that. And I definitely want to give that Mirker and Oland comps. They had to work hard in there. I had 400,000 in potential damage and pulled in 680,000 plus in credits, 2,059 in free XP, almost 12,000 in elite commander XP. So altogether, just a darn good battle. Oh, and I got a compliment. Thanks, everyone. All right, so we have seen Mainz before. She's a German cruiser based on the Hipper class. She has 2 turrets up forward with 3 barrels each and 2 barrels back aft with 3 barrels each, giving her a total of 12 shells that she is sending downrange. I didn't get to use them, but she also has a set of torpedoes forward midships and back aft midships and another set on the other side. And I have done really good damage with those before. but not today. You only get 6 kilometers on that, so you just do the best you can. I am running Gunther Luchens, and Gunther, we saw him pop one of his special skills when I got the main battery to hit 140 times. Then that decreased my reload by 7.5%. So that's always nice to do. And then I do run grease the gears so I can keep my guns on target. Consumable specialist to bring back that hydro, and in this case my fighter plane a little more quickly. Incoming fire alert gives me warning when somebody's shooting at me, and that helped out a couple of times there. This one is a big one though with demolition expert. Helps me light those fires. Then I do run focus fire training. I don't often build into anti-aircraft, but Mainz is a bit weak in that department usually, so I went ahead and did it, and I'm glad I did. It definitely helped out. And then I have adrenaline rush so that when I do get a little low, that gives me a little faster reload on my main battery and on my torpedoes. I have survivability expert to help me with a little extra health pool. I run that radio locate to help me find the nearest ship. That helped me find that submarine, for instance. And I run concealment expert to get my concealment down to a whole 12.0 kilometers, which is actually longer than a lot of battleships. There are some battleships with better concealment than I have, but that's the life of a German cruiser. All right, so that's a wonderful battle. Glad you joined me for it. I will wish you a good evening, and I hope to see you in battle.